My name is Aurora James, and I'm the creative director of Brother Vellies. I started Brother Vellies in January 2013, and it's an accessories brand that's all handmade in Africa. I've chosen to produce everything in Africa because I felt like it was really important to involve African communities, and instead of just using them as a reference, I wanted to actually employ them in their skills. Right now we're working in 5 different countries and are employing about 200 people. So it's grown from like 4 people to 200 people in 4 years. We're producing in South Africa, Kenya, Morocco, and Ethiopia. And then we also work with weavers in Burkina Faso and Mali, and dyers in Namibia. So it's quite a range. In Kenya is where we do a lot of the beadwork and flat sandals. In Morocco, we make traditional babouche and we carve clogs. So everyone really has their own expertise that they're working on that's spread out across the continent. Producing in Africa has been incredibly difficult. Just when we think we have things under control, something crazy will happen. A lot of our production happens in Ethiopia. They've had an extremely hard time. This year they had a state of emergency and just a lot of other problems. So it's definitely very different than what a lot of other designers have to worry about. But I think that our customer is really inspired by what we're doing. I'm really inspired by what we're doing, and I really wouldn't have it any other way, even if it is much more complicated. There's definitely been probably like 8 to 12 times where I wanted to just throw in the towel and quit because it's so hard. And even with working in Africa, you just hear these stories where it's like everything will just be devastated in a certain area, and you're like, how are we gonna get over this? And like, who cares about fashion when like 100 people just died, you know? But it's like, we have to keep going because those people need jobs to come back to. Work and employment and skills training is the way out. It's like you can give a man a fish or you can teach a man how to fish, you know, was what my grandmother always said. So we can keep giving charity to Africa forever and ever and ever, or we can give them skills so that they can work their way out of the situation that they're in and build their own communities themselves the way that they want to, instead of us having these huge NGOs that are like, we're gonna build you a well. You know, it's like, I'm gonna give you a job so you can use your money to build a well or build whatever you think is best for you. So that's really what inspires me to keep going.